Hi everyone, Schoolhouse Intuitive here with a Cards in the Yard reading. So, Libra collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, Venus. I think I said Venus. Any placement of Libra, this could resonate. It's a timeless reading, although I'm out here in June. So, what else? What do we have for Libra? Messages for your greatest highest good could pertain to any area of your life: money, love, career, finances, relationships, whatever. Right? So far you have two cards out. You have card 54, spiritual alignment, serving the greater good and being focused on spirit or on source. Maybe you found a feather or you will. Then we also have card 7, flight plan, a trip, disappearance, lack of closure. Either you are moving on. I mean, it's card 7, so that's chariot energy. So it could be, and there's even a little chariot featured here on the card. Could be you're ready to fly away or to sail away or just go. Something may not have gone according to plan. I'm getting a name like Danette, clairaudiently. You have anonymous here, card 46. So this is about secret surveillance, hiding, something being masked. All the decks I use are in the description box, by the way. This is the Healers of the Earth Oracle, though, by Mandy Patterson. What else do we have for Libra? Oh, Divine Masculine, card 65. This is Yang, power, father energy, solar qualities. So very fiery energy coming in with this. Makes me think of the Emperor, actually. And you have the Cobble here. So we have schemes, conspiracies, intelligentsia. It's card 75. So something about strategy. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw the Five of Swords or the Magician even. Okay, Libra. Let's dive in with some tarot. We'll use the Dark Mansion Tarot by Taroteca Studios. I hope you're all doing well out there. What do we have for the Libra Collective? If you're interested in your other signs, I do have another channel I started for you, so you can check out your other placements. And that is called Mantic Mystic Messages. Mantic Mystic Messages. I post a few times a week over there. Ten of Swords. Something coming to a closure here. Completion. It could be some sort of painful ending. You know, maybe something even that kind of took you by surprise in a way, but just something it didn't go according to plan. Let's see what this means, though. What does this mean? If it gets too windy, I will end the reading early. But I just wanted to get something for you outside now that it's nice and green out here. Six of Pentacles. Okay, so you'll see the Libra scales in the card on that sign there. And you can see someone's kind of donating here. So it could be that, I mean, in your pre-shuffle, you did have something about, well, actually on this card, it even says serving the greater good. So some of you may be doing some sort of charity work, even if it's donating some things, cleaning out your basement or something. But the Six of Pentacles is like, if kind of trying to get a handle, a balance in life and with something, and give and take, right? Is something worth the effort? Is somebody or something all in? Or maybe they're not and they should be. So what do we have here? Huge stack came out. Three of Swords is on top. I'm not taking the whole stack of cards. That's just too many. These cards do stick together. They're very buttery. So I used a heavier weight card because I'm outside. I didn't want it to blow away. But anyway, Three of Swords. Okay, and I am picking up on braids. And I just heard the name Charles clairaudiently. But I am picking up on braids even before. So it could even be the name Braden or something like that. Because I was getting this in pre-shuffle energy too, braids. So, braids are kind of like neatly, essentially knotted or twisted. So you could feel as though, again, it's sort of this like wrapping something up energy, something coming to an end. And, 10 of Swords, 3 of Swords, those can be painful cards. They don't have to be. I mean, they can also be kind of like an end of stress, or there's also an energy I'm getting about the only way to make your point was to close something in some way. Could even be like closing of a house. I see a sign actually. What do we have? What do we have for you? Picking up on monarch butterfly, the energy of a monarch butterfly. That could have significance. And I'm also getting a name like Kayla or Kaylee. Okay, so Page of Swords. Page of Swords. Yeah, I get you're still learning about something or someone. There's something here about something being a just cause, or maybe you're doing something just because. Um, yeah, the wind is picking up, so you'll notice the camera's a little shaky. So that I can't really do anything about that other than what I already have. So um, it is what it is. But with the Page of Swords, I do get um, there could be this energy of like gossip. I don't always get that with Page of Swords. I know some readers do, but I don't always get that. And I'm getting something about your reputation, and if you really, how much do you really care about that? If people are chatting or chattering or gossiping, or are you suspecting that that's happening? There's more to learn about something, though. There is definitely more to learn. Whenever I see that Page of Swords, I always think of that, and I feel like you'll get some clarity, a message of clarity. Something is just going to become clearer for you. Top of the deck, you have the King of Wands. This is a very confident energy. This is what's falling underneath that Cobalt card here. Uh, Schemes, conspiracies. So this could be someone who is, or maybe you're trying to move forward strategically for something that you are passionate about. But I'm getting kind of hangman energy, interestingly enough, even though it's not here. I'm getting this energy where it's like you there could be just needing to really get clear, get that higher perspective, get a different view of something. Even though, like I said, the King of Wands is there. I mean, maybe that's someone's zodiac element or something. Leo, Sagittarius. Maybe it's just I do get this like very driven energy with it too. Very driven, wanting to move forward. Maybe it's wanting to move forward with a closure of some kind. 5 of Cups. Doesn't mean it'll be easy though, right? But it's for the greater, higher good, or it's something along those lines. Like someone or something they just may not be um, aligning with your flight plan here, as this oracle card says. There could be this feeling of a lack of closure with a divine masculine or a masculine energy of some kind. That's what this 5 of Cups could be over. It is coming underneath that kind of like a completion energy. It is a card of grief. You have the 4 of Cups. With it came the 3 of Cups. Others may feel like celebrating, maybe, and I'm getting, for you, there is a bit of maybe apathy. Some of you could be even having some kind of remorse, or someone is remorseful for how they treated you or how they left things. It is coming underneath that lack of closure. Maybe someone ghosted somebody. Could have been because there was some other energy interfering in a relationship. That could be. Doesn't have to be, third party or anything, but it could be any sort of third energy. Now the 4 of Cups, it's like not really being super excited about any of the options right now, or about this one. A lot of the times, though, I want to tap the person and be like, turn around. You have this Ace of Cups coming in. You had the Ace of Cups fly out in your pre-shuffle, actually, when I was getting into the energy of the reading. I feel there's an opportunity that you're not seeing. I don't always get that with this card, even though it would seem obvious. I do it reading per reading, right? The energy is always different. But yeah, there could just be, there's something, because I'm picking up on the shadow here. So there is something here about, well, I mean, it's coming right under this card too, of anonymous, masked, hiding, secret surveillance. So there could be some sort of masking going on, either masking of feelings, or someone wasn't completely honest with you, and maybe you're just not interested in what they have to offer, or anything that even remotely resembles that all over again. All right, you have the Empress here. That is one of our cards here in the major arcana here, Libra. So the Empress, you'll notice the nice castle in the background, and all of the beautiful attire she has on, and all of the flowers, all that growth around her. I feel as though there has been so much growth for you. There is on the way. It looks as though maybe she's even expecting, the way she has her arm over her belly, and often the Empress does appear pregnant. And I feel that you're really in your power at this time. And part of this is, well, one of the great Libra qualities. We are one of the more cognitive signs. We're very analytical. We assess situations. Again, whether it's like your sun, moon, rising, it'll depend. But uh, having Libra strong in your chart does probably make you pretty analytical, if you believe in astrology anyway. And I get that for some people, learning might be difficult, but for the people that this reading is for, I feel as though there's something that you are very quick with. Could be your intellect, could be your intuition. You see things others don't, and you may see an opportunity for growth that where others are like, I'm not seeing it. Or you may see an opportunity for an out, even, that maybe wasn't obvious before. But I feel as if you take the time and you really look into it, there is another option. There's a steady option, is what I'm hearing clairaudiently too. There's something a little more steady. There's also something about something becoming accessible finally. You're getting access to something. It could even be something as simple as a parking spot, right? Like a parking space opens up. Or it could be you're finding out, the definition of love, or something big, like something really deep. That's what I get. I know it's randomly specific, but whole reading is. All right. So a lot of fertility, a lot of opportunity for growth. Oh my goodness. You have the Devil here. Something kind of throwing a wrench in your plans too, though. A little too windy today. But anyway, maybe that's the devil at this table right now, is the wind trying to interfere. But no matter what, something can't extinguish your passion for whatever this is. It's just not happening. Again, it's almost like you can't outfox a fox, and I feel like you're the fox. So whatever's going on around you, I get that you caught wind of it. Literally, I didn't even mean to do that, but yeah, you caught wind of it. Like the wind is coming into this reading, and things are like you develop a whole new plan, and you go from there. You had two cards that flipped over. Three actually. So you have the Eight of Pentacles, really working hard on something, getting to work, working diligently, getting a plan. You have the Hierophant here, so this can also have to do with structure. There's Taurus energy here. I think for some of you, you're refusing to give up or give in. The Lover's card, Gemini energy, doesn't have to be though. And this can be alignment in some way. Does something really align. You could also have like a love interest at work. I am getting that too for some of you, or someone may like you a little more than coworkers. Only take what resonates, though, right? All right. Doesn't mean you're interested. It just means there could be that energy there. You have the Six of Cups, and this is a card of nostalgia. So now you have the Six of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, the Lover's card. Yeah, there's this energy of like, I just get this new path opening up for you, even though and part of it too is because you've taken the time to really dive into the past for the lessons and so that you don't repeat mistakes or something or patterns. So I'm getting that too, but someone could be feeling uh, like they're missing you. I'm getting a name like McDormand or McDermott. I am hearing that clairaudiently. All right, what else? Okay, we have the Emperor and the Star in reverse. So the Emperor and the Star in reverse. Now we always get the Star card in our readings, it seems. We don't usually have them in reverse. This can actually be trying to control your own healing, or trying to control like how a dream comes to fruition, and maybe not allowing it the space, the time, the energy to fully heal something on its own, or to allow it to be delivered in the way that it should be. Just because cards are in reverse doesn't mean you don't get the benefit of them, but they just come with like reminders too. So there is this energy of a dream come true, of maybe even being able to have some sort of structure, stability. And it could be that you're doubting the ability for this to happen. Even when they're coming out in reverse like this, it could be that that there's a little more that needs to be done in order for you to have that, have them flipped in the upright. Maybe there is something that you're needing to address when it comes to things like structure, control, seeing the bigger picture, healing in some way, making a dream a reality. Maybe even when it comes to some of your spiritual beliefs, even you may be not quite sure where you stand with certain things that you feel are important, or you don't know if you should uh, do that whatever that job could be that may allow you to help others heal. So you might be like one foot in, one foot out, as far as if you should commit to something that could result in healing for you or someone else. So it could be like some sort of healing arts, it could be nursing, it could be anything. Like you're not really, maybe not quite sure if you're all in. That's just the energy I'm getting, not knowing if you're really if something's really going to even pay off with it. Because the Emperor is a business person, right? This is a businessman, businesswoman type energy. And again, it's more like father type energy. And I get for some of you, maybe you don't have a great relationship with father figure. Even that can also be this. That could be that there's this like wound or something that happened, regarding a masculine energy of some kind that you're still healing from. Okay, so there is that. That's kind of, it is present. It doesn't overshadow the whole reading or anything. It just means that maybe there is more that needs to be cleared out, or straightened out. Not that you have to talk to the person or anything, but just maybe you're still working through some stuff. It's what it feels like for some. What else do we have? You have the Two of Swords, decisions, and the Seven of Pentacles, assessing the situation here, assessing if something's worth it, which direction should you go in, really tuning into your own intuition. Big card of intuition here, that Two of Swords. And then a Seven of Pentacles is really that, assessing growth, assessing your own progress. Maybe you're not sure how to move forward, how to continue to make some sort of progress, but there is the choice here as a decision. Definitely. With the Lover's card too, with that Two of Swords, this is a big decision energy. And for some of you, it is. It's kind of heavy. I get that. You have the Queen of Cups reversed. So this is an energy I feel of like needing to not just tune into your intuition and your feelings, but really allow yourself the space and the time to heal and to process and to really get clear on how you do feel about something. This can also be an energy where you're feeling kind of like overwhelmed with emotions regarding something, or where you're not trusting your intuition. Again, there's that energy of like not trusting your own intuition, and that's not really to your benefit. Maybe learning how to better work with your intuition would be helpful. Maybe that's what you're working on. I'm getting a name like Eileen. Um, you have the Tower card here. Doesn't mean that's related to Eileen, but that's just something that came in separately. So the Tower card could be some sort of, I get, again, I feel like you're feeling overwhelmed by something or with something. And then, sometimes the universe will come in and it'll just it'll clear the path. It'll take down whatever's not built on a solid foundation. I know there are a lot of storms globally too happening, so it can also pertain to that. It could also have to do with the fall of an important masculine figure. I'm getting that energy too, just based on what's surrounding it, including the masculine, powerful energy above it, and the Emperor that was in reverse there. I am sort of getting this like energy of that. So could be some sort of global news that we all hear about. And you have the Hanged Man. So I was getting this energy before about, needing to, even though that King of Wands, it's funny because that's what's clarifying the King of Wands is the Hanged Man. And I was getting that from that King of Wands. And I said, I don't normally get that. And I don't, but here's the Hanged Man. So that was very accurate. Okay. So, getting that higher perspective. I think for some of you, you need to stop doubting yourself or your abilities. There's something here. I just saw 2222 on the timer too. So maybe looking up angel number 2222 and seeing what that's all about could be helpful for you in whatever this is. There is definitely an energy of like a lack of clarity, of it's not really necessarily an energy of like giving up, but I get that if you're not careful, you could go in a direction where you're like, well, why bother? And so why bother? I mean, I guess only you can answer that. Like, you have your reasons for wanting to do something or not wanting to do something. Getting that higher perspective, though, getting that higher perspective and making sure that it's the truth, that it really is the truth, that it's not fear speaking. Okay, Queen of Swords. There's your clarity. There's your determination. There's your, analysis. This is a card of truth. This is a card of clarity and direction. And I love seeing that, and direction, not indirection. I love seeing that because you have other cards where it's like not being clear. Well, this is our energy, Libra. Queen of Swords. Getting clear. Knowing your purpose. Knowing why you're doing something. Also, I'm feeling energy of like cause and effect too. And also, you know how the Queen of Cups is in reverse too? I feel, oh my goodness, look at that. Justice, bottom of the deck. I love that. That's our card, Justice. I said cause and effect. This is a card of cause and effect. So something is balancing out. You're going to be able to make a much better decision, or a clear decision. You'll feel good about your decision, but I think you're going to need to give it time. I really do. And I'm getting the number 18. So, 18 could be an energy of, that is the moon, 18. So I, I think, so we got 16, then the star and the moon and then the sun. And I just feel like things are about to improve. You just might not necessarily be there right yet. Clarity is coming in though. I feel for some of you too, you're making like you're coming to terms with what is within your control and what's not. And I get that you're getting your point across. You will be. These are cards of truth, of clarity, of even sacrifice for some of you. And what's fair, what's fair and what do you value? These are all things I feel are on the table for you. And I get like with the Queen of Cups in reverse and maybe not wanting to allow like emotions to overcome you. Maybe some of you are feeling that way. And that's like, you're more leaning towards that Queen of Swords energy, maybe. Something has to make sense. I'm getting for some of you, again, it's like you're maybe not trusting the intuitive part right now, or even your feelings about something. You're more like wanting details and facts. You have the Nine of Swords. Yeah, there's some stress here. I get some of you wanting to avoid something that's emotional even. And that would because again, it's on top of that Queen of Cups in reverse. You have the Four of Wands here though, 1111, right? Something in divine timing. Achievement, success, victory. This is like growth. This is progress. And that's what's on top of the tower. And that's what comes after this like nightmare of maybe things not being clear, not being fair, not feeling just, like where is the justice in something? And then we have this victory on top of the tower. Maybe we are in for some sort of like global tower moment that actually a lot of people are, believe it or not, happy about, because again, maybe it has to do with this like like I don't know, just somebody who's like not super popular getting justice. So there could be something like that either in your world or like globally, or maybe we'll get more information on another like masculine energy that is things, they're not going to be having a good day. Let's say it that way, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I'm not like, I'm not predicting anything here. I'm just saying what the energy is saying. And I get that for some of you, there may be this like shift in power, or for some of us, even, just depending on where you are in the world. So it's like we're watching somebody maybe fall off their high horse or something. I don't know. All right. Anywho, it's a little bit of speculation there. But anyway, we have the Five of Wands. So there is some sort of conflict, competition here. Maybe you're feeling that way. Maybe you're feeling as though maybe it's like the achievement doesn't come easily, or it's almost like you can't please everybody, and you have to be okay with that in that sense. To have the victory, yeah, it can be stressful to have to compete in some way. So it could be that. The Seven of Cups here, though, you do have options, but choose carefully, choose wisely. Is something worth it? Is it worth the battle? Is it worth the stress? Some of you could be asking yourself, like, is it really worth it? Is it worth all the stress? That's a big question, I think, for this reading. Is it really worth the stress, the price you're paying for something? And you have the Nine of Wands. There's another card of stress, even, and of boundaries, needing to set the boundaries, protect what's yours, right? And operating in an energy of integrity. I didn't expect this reading to be so like serious. It's very serious reading, but maybe that some of you are in that energy where you're really, really assessing, surveying all your options, and maybe you're doing so in secret, even. Not something you've announced. You have the Knight of Cups. This is someone who is more likely to like wear their heart on their sleeves and follow their heart. If that's wise, well, we don't know. I mean, they're only a knight too, so but they're not king or queen. So I do get though this shift of, yeah, something being kind of serious and heavy, and then getting that clarity or seeing, yeah, something is actually worth it after all. It is worth it. And then moving into this sort of energy of like acceptance and even valuing emotions more or something. It's a very interesting energy, Libra. I don't know what else to say about it. Very different kind of reading, but there is stability here with this King of Pentacles, and yeah, it's like you really, you can have it all. This is an energy of a very stable leader. This is someone who they are able to do difficult things with the grapes around them. This is also someone who's very aware of their environment and their resources and how to delegate and distribute their resources. And that could be something you're learning. Seeds have been planted, though, for something. I do get that. Oh my goodness. Another card of sort of like, because with the King of Pentacles, I always get this like long-term success. And that's what the Ten of Pentacles is. If I could sum it up in just a couple of words, I'd say long-term success. That's what this card is for me. It's your legacy, right? It's like generational wealth. I'm getting whatever this stuck energy was, this indecision, it does clear out. What else do we have? Oh my goodness, I should have known. There's the Sun as your final card. Wow, because we did 3, then we did 2, and then 1. So that's, if you were watching how I was building the piles, but that's your final tarot card for this. And it is, yeah, things, the sky is clear. You get the clarity, you get the awareness, you get your vitality back, your confidence maybe soars. It's Leo energy, but there's also this energy of like, allow yourself to play. This, like I said, I didn't realize this reading would be so serious, but maybe it's also a reminder for you too, for all of us actually, or for any of us who's reading this is, I should say, instead. But maybe it is sort of a reminder, like, yeah, things sometimes do get serious, but it's temporary. And it's important too that no matter what's going on, that you find a reason to smile, to laugh, to be grateful each day. No matter what. I mean, I can almost always find a positive in something. And yeah, some people might not like that, but I feel that's healthier actually overall, to have that sort of that optimism. And I feel like with the Sun, that your optimism does come back. You get this indication, or you get this clarity and this awareness, and even this like boost of energy after whatever else this sort of whatever else is going on, as far as uh, something, maybe feeling as though you have to hide your feelings, maybe due to a lack of closure, or maybe there is sort of this masculine energy you're trying to work with or work around, or this maybe even a grief you're trying to work through, painful ending. There's stress here, but there is this truth, clarity, balance gets restored. All right, and in comes this, like, you thought something was impossible, it's not. You get the King of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Sun as your final 3 cards. I would say something is more than possible. This little dream of yours is more than possible. We turn this Emperor and this Star upright. Yeah. Okay, let's see what else we have for you. Let's use I think this is called Divine Portals by Maruka X. I don't know, but here's the back of it. It doesn't have a name on the back of it, so I don't exactly know, but I think it's something like Divine Portals. You have crystal clear. As I said, you're going to get clear on something. It's time to see your life and its limitless potential without seeing through rose-tinted glasses. So this is about clarity, certainty, and truth. And the truth of the matter is the sun is always there, even when we can't see it, right? All right, what else do we have? Maybe you're drawn to the stone rose quartz right now, too. You have rebuilding. So reinvent, revise, fixing, reevaluate your life and adjust to thrive in your new circumstances. Focus on what you can control. That was a message that came in this reading. This situation will become very clear. Like, what your next move is going to become clear. And I think you'll be happy. without being like, oh, seeing it through rose-tinted glasses. I think you'll have an actual reason to be happy. No matter what's going on, that sun comes out. And yeah, all right, let's see. What else do we have? You have superior. So this is boss, leadership, authority, energy. So I think that emperor, right? Become a leader in the situation, speak and act with authority, set your boundaries and know your limits. Yes. 9 of Wands, okay? That's certainly the card of boundaries. And know your limits. Yes, know your limits. That's like 6 of Pentacles. Know when it's time to move on, right? That 10 of Swords, like not being afraid to cut yourself loose or cut someone else loose. Let's get some animal cards, also by Maruka X. Okay, I don't know the name of it. Animal spirit cards, maybe, I don't know. All right, I did just see Ladybug. Let's see if it comes out though. Oh, Panther. So a Black Panther here. So the keywords are calculated, fearless, hunt after, movement, confidence, challenge. So the medicine is take on the challenge to face the fears that are holding you back. That totally came through in this reading. And maybe you need to be a little mysterious in some way, like the panther. Oh, and then there is Fox here that fell on the deck here. I'll pick that up. So there's this like sneaky energy. It's game playing, mischief, clever, tricky, quick movement. And it's be aware of your blind spots and attune to your surroundings. As I said, that King of Pentacles, very aware of their surroundings. For whatever reason, that's important for you right now, to be aware of your surroundings and who you're surrounding yourself with. Jellyfish, journeying, shape-shifting, glow up, transparency, radiance, flexibility. It's take the time to discover the light within yourself and allow it to shine. Who else? Who else? Who else is coming to the table? I want to get a few of these because, well, more than a few, because we're in the yard. Cards in the yard. I hope you enjoyed this style of reading outside. Oh, crow. Magic, mystery, alchemy, creation, walk your talk, destiny. So the medicine is hidden issues in your subconscious mind are demanding attention. As I said, there's something deep here. There's something, like I said, it could involve a masculine energy, you or someone else. And we all have masculine and feminine. But it could be something about the way something ended or how there was lack of closure, right? It's like closing that door, closing the chapter on that. Even if, again, you don't talk to the person again, right? That's not what closure is in my mind. My mind is like me coming to terms with something in a way that I can be okay and move forward. I don't have to have that final talk. Chances are it's not going to go well because if I could talk to the person, we wouldn't be ghosting each other, right? That kind of energy. I don't know. That's me. All right. And then you have Swan. Elegance, love, union, grace, devotion, innocence, dignity. So stay graceful under pressure. Don't let others ruffle your feathers. That I feel is like, that's a good way to put it. Owl, wisdom, hidden knowledge, soul, intuition, observation, awareness. So trust yourself as you enter into the path of deep learning and awareness. You're getting a new level of awareness. Yeah, you're getting a whole new level of awareness with this situation. What do we have? I get like you're freeing yourself too. Oh my goodness. 888. Sign of abundance. You will have great success coming your way. Yeah. That's what I have for you. If you enjoyed this reading, please do like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. I do want to thank my members of the channel. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you very much. Appreciate all of your support and all of you who tune in regularly and subscribe. Thank you. Thank you all for the donations too, made to the Square Link as well as to YouTube through the super thanks. So yeah, I appreciate all of you. And I do want to let you know that for those of you who would want to know, right now I do have this lovely cardinal pair at the bird feeder right now, if you can hear them. chirping. Um, it's that time of day. But yeah, it's a lovely cardinal pair. So maybe cardinals mean something to you. There is that saying, when cardinals appear, angels are near. So I'll leave you with that. Thanks so much for being here, Libra. Take care.